I have been a little busy the last 20 years, but 3 years ago, and no, actually 4 years ago in Tallahassee, I was taking my statement up to speak before a press conference, and a young representative read my statement. And when he read it, he decided that my statement was not just about me, it was about other people. So he said, I'll read your statement for you. I said, okay. I said, all right. He said, how about if you read a paragraph and then I'll read a paragraph? I said, very good. So, because a lot of times people cannot understand me. And the later in the day, the weaker my voice gets, and I cannot protect my voice. But when I'm in Tallahassee, I do find my voice. But we read a statement that day because I am fighting for everyone with neuromuscular diseases. The FDA and the ALS Association do not understand why they're not making large amount of money. Why they're not making any money, because I've had this disease for 86, and the only thing they can promise you is you're going to die. And now doctors, patients in Florida, they come from Boston, they come from Ohio, and they come here on vacation, and they say, oh, we were told you were a myth. A myth? No, I'm not a myth. Would you like to take a picture with me and go back and show your doctor? Oh, I met that myth in Florida. So I am going to Boston this fall, and I am going to Massachusetts General, and I am going to Harvard, and I am going to let them know I am not a myth. I'm alive and well. I'm living with one of the most devastating diseases possible. This year, Tallahassee was really cold, and at 20 degrees and about 8 o'clock in the morning, I was doing circles in the parking lot because I could not get my hand off of my wheelchair. So it's a comedy of errors, but we do have a lot of really intelligent representatives and senators. Believe me, it is only a small field. And once we get an amendment to pass, I'm hoping they will follow the Cathy bill and follow that as a model to set this up. I have always believed, and only because it's selfishly, the only way I can be repaired from this disease is through stem cell therapy. Well, with stem cell therapy, you must have a neuroprotector, and cannabis is a neuroprotector. So, if they can make that into a pharmaceutical drug, and I can get stem cells, and I can walk and talk a lot better again, there are a lot more issues I want to take on in this thing. But right now, I'm fighting for medical cannabis. You can go on FLDecides.org and you can look up and see how your senator feels, how your representative feels. There are a few diehards up there that just are not going to give in, no matter what. They're just not going to change their mind. Their mind is set in stone, but it does work. Because a lot of you may not even know. Last year we had a bill also, not only the Cathy bill, but we also had a bill for total legalization. And no, the precedent carried. Did anyone hear that in the press, that there was a bill for total legalization of marijuana in Florida? No one knew. And when I go out and tell people, they think that I'm nuts. I'm not nuts. It's just that you must pay attention to what is going on in Tallahassee. You must call your state senator. You must call your state representative. You have to let your sheriff know he is elected. He is not given that job for life. He is elected. He's an elected official. Right now, this year, Bob and I went into the Attorney General's office because this year they let me Medicaid at the Capitol. This year they decided, no, it came to that. You have to drive back to the condo to Medicaid. Well, wait, that means I have to drive back to the condo, smoke a joint, and come back to the Capitol. Well, that's not that easy to do for me. But I really thought about it in a minute, going out to the senator's lobby and smoking a joint and letting them lock me up. If you're this stupid that the Attorney General, I'm asking permission first, they're going to actually threaten to lock me up. If you're that dumb, maybe I should go smoke a joint, let you arrest me, and see what happens. But then I realized, no, I'm so tired of Florida being the stupid state. We are not the stupid state. We're not a bunch of morons. I have met the most thoughtful people in this movement. I have met people with the kindest heart. I have had a young representative break down crying because he never realized cannabis was medicine until his sister got cancer. And I mean, the people in Tallahassee are just like you and I. They have lives. And they need to know that you guys want this. They need to know that everyone wants us. And we do not pass this Amendment 2. This will be Florida's biggest mistake, because Amendment 2 needs to be passed. But I believe once we do pass it, if you follow the Cathy medical and cannabis bill, it will be a lot easier. The framework is already there, it's already laid out, and I believe it could be done very quickly.